CES 2026 just wrapped, and for the first time in years, tech companies actually shipped products. No, they didn't. Instead of promising futures, this year, physical AI went from buzzword to we are deploying this in factories by 2028, and none of that is true. So, but
Yeah.
AI wrote that for me, so it thinks it's going to do a good job. That's what it thinks. So, anyways, we are going to talk CES 2026, and this is the Kelso Tech Bros podcast.
Introduction. Yeah, I think the one thing that is cool in AI that was announced today is Gemini is coming to Mac. To iPhone.
Yeah.
It's going to be Siri's backbone.
That is that's a big deal, big announcement that has nothing to do with CES 2026, but very timely and very important in the world of AI and Apple. I mean, Apple, they thought they were going to do it for a second, and then I guess they changed their mind and maybe made the right decision because they were going to fall flat on their face if they were going to continue to try to do it.
I mean, Siri has never really been good. They integrated it and it could do like basic functions really well, but it could never do anything beyond that, I feel like. So hopefully with Gemini, it'll be able to actually be more usable.
Yeah, let's hope so. I will say that I got an Alexa device, a new Alexa device for the first time in a long time. I plan on doing a video where I'm testing out Alexa Plus. I've opened it, I've turned it on, and I've tried it a little bit. But Alexa's ability to understand what you're saying, just a little snip for you before I do a real video, but it understands what you're saying like almost every time. Can it turn that into an action? Absolutely not. That's so far that's what I'm figuring out. But anyways, I'll save that for a future video. But we're talking CES 2026 this time.
For sure.
There's
I can talk Alexa Plus too.
Okay, well we will definitely have to do that in a future video or podcast. 150,000 people and like 4,000 something exhibits. This is the biggest CES they've had since the pandemic. I think they were bigger prior to, but this is the biggest like in-person CES they've had in a long time. A lot of it is AI focused. I think we should try our best not to talk too much AI because AI is, talk of the town, but there's a lot of cool stuff.
It's just forced.
Yeah, it's all forced. Everything's forced. And there's a lot of cool stuff at CES that was not AI. So maybe we can try to find some of that stuff.
Yeah, I think we focus on not AI as much as we can, although there are some cool things that we will probably mention. I did jot down some just things that I think aren't needed, and I would like to start with something that I just don't think is needed whatsoever. And I don't know who this is for, but GE, have you seen their new smart fridge?
I did not catch that one.
You scan your food as you put it in. So like I guess you can see like, hey, what does my fridge have? But I'm already tired enough after putting the groceries in. I don't want to scan every single item as I put it in.
So they literally want you to scan your items as you're putting them into your fridge.
Yeah, and I didn't dive too deep into when you take it out to also scan it, but I think the intent is probably like recipes, like, oh, what can I make for dinner tonight? I have this stuff in the fridge. But then, like, are you scanning your pantry and like all your stuff too?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought the point of these like fancy AI fridges was going to be they have a camera like that faces inside the fridge and just sees what you have. Doesn't make you do a whole lot of extra work to tell it what you have. So we use Amber and I use the grocery app. It's just called Grocery. And it has the feature where you can like have an inventory of your pantry and stuff. And it does that. That's how you do it. You scan it into your pantry or whatever. But then you got to scan it back out and you scan it in, scan it out. And it tells you when you need to buy things based on how long you've had it and all this stuff. But it's just so much work. It's not worth it. I'd rather just look and see if I'm missing something,
Yeah. I have one of the older LG smart fridges. It actually came with the house. And no, it's Samsung. And a big thing is they started putting ads on it. So like you have this Samsung thing and it does that. It's like, hey, this stuff's in your fridge and you can I can open the app and see inside my fridge anytime I want. But it does not work very well at all. I think obviously they didn't get enough buy-in because now to support the software, they're putting ads on the fridge. So when I'm not using it, it just plays ads. And they just did that. Like when I bought the fridge, it doesn't play ads, but then post buying the fridge, like, oh, by the way, here's
That's
some
crap.
ads.
That's some crap right there. Because
Yeah.
I could understand them maybe putting it on new fridges, and so you know what you're buying into, but they're putting on the old stuff.
Yeah. Not to get into a fridge debate, but I did think like, are we not just tired of like smart fridges? Like, did they ever really go anywhere?
I don't think so. I never had one. I've had the same. Not I'll knock on wood because me saying this, announcing this on a podcast, probably is going to die next week. But I've got the same. I've got a 20-year-old fridge, and it has not died yet. It's ice
Good.
cold, and it's not smart in any way, other than the fact that it's very cold and it's staying cold. So I call that pretty smart in my book. But we'll see. It's definitely it's hanging in there.
It's smart because it does what it's meant to do.
Yeah, it's a refrigerator, and it keeps things frozen and it keeps things cold, and that's really all you
Yeah.
need out of a refrigerator, in my opinion. But
Nice. Well, that was my one thing that I wanted to open with because I was just like, because I was thinking about it today, and not to dive too deep, but I'd use my Fitness Pal. I just started using like all their new AI features and stuff, but it'll like say like I type in, hey, I want my calories to be this, protein to be this, my macros to be this, and it gives me recipes and adds it to my grocery store cart, which is pretty cool. But
that is kind of
then
cool,
it's like I don't need to scan something in my fridge.
right? Yeah,
So that just had me start thinking about that stuff too.
yeah. So I would like to let's move to phones real quick because phones always have a place in CES, and there's some really
For
cool
sure.
ones, and we can talk about which ones maybe piqued our interest the most. But I think the question I have for you, based on like where phones are headed and what CES is showing us here, are we basically at like the turning point where like foldable phones are going to become the thing? Like people are going to stop using their regular phones and start using foldable phones. I see more and more of them out in public. I see like 5 or 6 of them at CES that look really cool. Like we got trifold phones now.
The Trifold won CES, right?
Yeah.
Like the award.
I mean, not everybody has $2,500 to drop on a phone, but
Yeah, but I think phone prices are sort of being eliminated now with like carriers, at least in the US. Like you and I both got iPhone 17s for free this year, right? Like all we had to do was stay with AT&T,
which I was
not
already planning on doing
sponsored.
anyways.
Yeah, but I'm just like, okay, sure, I'll stay with you and get a free iPhone.
Yeah, not sponsored unless you
Yeah,
want to be.
yeah. Does AT&T sponsor YouTube podcasters?
Probably not, especially not ones with 5 subscribers or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is
But
which
yeah, I
the five
think,
subscribers are what, your girlfriend or mom?
yeah, I don't
Yep.
think mom follows us.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, I think here's my thing. So I haven't played with the trifold because can you even get your hands on one? Like, I think they're only in like the UK or something right now, or maybe it's just Europe. But
I think it's Korea. Korea's got them right now. I think because that's where
well,
Samsung's from, right?
yeah, South Korea, that's their headquarters. Yeah, I think foldable phones are becoming more usable because they're thinner now and the bend isn't as bad and like the hinges, they're getting better at the hinges. And then I think the iPhone Air this year, right, was just here's half of our foldable phone the next
Yeah, I
time
think that's true
we
too.
make.
And
Yeah,
Samsung
so
started showing off creaseless OLED panels, so you can't even really see the crease
yeah,
when they're
I
open.
think it's going to be the future. I don't know, like adoption, I think is still going to be an issue because like tech people like you and I would take a trifold tomorrow for sure. I mean, other than I'm kind of locked a little bit into Apple's ecosystem at the moment, but I would take a trifold because they're awesome. Like they look awesome, and I don't care that much about a small crease. But I know, like my girlfriend, we saw the new Pixel Fold at Best Buy, and she was like, "You can see the crease, like the glare." I hate that, and I was like, I didn't even really notice.
Yeah. But the crease is going away, and I suspect that Apple will ship their first one with a creaseless display. I don't think they're gonna. I think that's one thing they've probably been holding out for. I don't think they want to do a foldable until they get that figured out. So I suspect that that's going to be the thing because Samsung's got the creaseless OLED panels figured out. They're expensive. They're not really shipped them yet, but the fact that they have it figured out and Apple has been known in the past to use Samsung displays on their
Screens, yeah.
phones. So I think that's the path. And then when iPhone does it, whether you're an Apple fanboy or not, obviously I am, but whether you are or not, when Apple does something, that's kind of when the mainstream seems to follow
At least in the US, because
in
I
the
know most
US.
Europe is Android users.
Yeah.
But
But even
yeah, I
Android
agree.
users will probably start using foldables once it becomes more mainstream across the globe and in the
And it
US.
looks cool because, celebrities are using them. Like right now, I feel like most celebrities are Apple, but then once they start seeing celebrities with foldables, mainstream will
Yeah.
probably follow that way. Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
All the good guys in the movies will use the
yeah.
foldables all of a sudden, not just the bad guys.
Yeah, I think a big thing is now with the trifold. I feel like the bifold, if you've played with them at all, the bifold's like the videos don't get that much bigger than if I just put my phone to the side. Like it doesn't give you that much more square footage of actual like usable video quality and stuff like that. But the trifold, the video's a lot bigger. Right? It's basically a tiny tablet. So I think the trifold is the tipping point. I never really wanted the bifold, but the trifold is taunting.
Yeah, it's definitely teasing when you can open up and all of a sudden have an iPad that then folds back down into a phone. That's something that looks pretty cool. I also like the idea of having like a small display on the outside for things like quick actions and stuff. I mean, right now I kind of use my watch for that, but it would be cool to have like something like that on the phone. Like you have it sitting on your desk and something like the smaller outer screen could do things for you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I do like just the usability and also like when you're taking pictures and stuff, you can see what you're taking a photo with. The good camera, like right now I'm actually using the iPhone camera as my camera for
That's
for
probably
my
why you look
Mac.
better than me right now.
It's a good camera for
It is a
sure.
good camera.
But like if I wanted to take a photo or something with like a face photo with my good camera, I would have to turn it around, right? But with the trifold and stuff, you can see on that tiny display what your good camera is doing, which is nice. Like you could take a nice photo with your good camera on the back.
Yeah. Well, before we move away from phones, have you got any other phone talk you are interested in? Because there's one that you can probably guess is my favorite
Your
uh,
favorite phone of
of the
CES?
CES. Yeah.
Are
Take
you
a
talking about
guess.
the BlackBerry, the Click
Yeah.
phone? I
I love
actually pre-ordered not the phone, but the keyboard, the new keyboard.
the one that clips to the back with magnet or whatever.
Yeah, because the thing that sold me is not just the phone, but like I can use it to type on a computer as a Bluetooth keyboard.
Yeah.
And somebody might be like, "Oh, what's the use of that?" I travel a lot, and this is me on an airplane if I have to work. But I could set my laptop or my tablet there, and then just keyboard.
Yeah. Be like
So
playing
that's
Xbox or
what sold
something.
me for sure.
Yeah. I think the clicks communicator obviously is I get it. I'm the old guy here. I'm 40. Maybe I just got nostalgia for BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry back in the day, but I don't know. It just looks cool. I, they claim that it can be like a secondary phone and not your
Mm.
prime phone, which also seems kind of cool to me. Like maybe I could leave my phone at home or whatever, and then take that with me if I need to be less connected to the world or something. I've always been
Yeah, I mean,
interested in something like the boring phone was always interesting to me, but I didn't want to totally replace my iPhone.
play devil's advocate here though. Like, yeah, you can leave your phone at home, take this other one that does communicating only, but you also have an Apple Watch and you could just
That's
leave
true.
everything at home and take your Apple Watch. And the Apple Watch is pretty much a communicator. I
That's true.
guess
I
Like for
have
me,
done that
I
plenty
do
of
carry
times.
two phones. So in one phone, I only use Teams, message, call. Like I only use it to chat. So I think if it had a better battery life and it was just simpler, I think for my second phone, that might be nice. Like because I have a whole, it's just a basic iPhone, right, as my second phone, but I don't use anything but text and Teams chat and like Slack and stuff. That's all I use.
Yeah, so I guess the question I have then, other than just, and I agree, it would probably, let's see what it's going to amount to is I'm probably going to get this phone just to try it out. I'm probably going to use it for like maybe a month and be like, that's really not all that great. I don't have really a need for it. I just think it's cool. But I guess the question is for that scenario, and there's a lot of people that have that. Like Amber's got two phones where one of hers is strictly like text, email, calls because it's her work phone. There's a lot of people in that position where they've got two phones. One of them is almost nothing but emails, texts, and phone calls. Is this a play where they could get, like a brilliant productivity device for just that purpose that could actually have some legs? Or is it just nostalgia, BlackBerry boomer bait or something, where it's like,
Well, I think it depends. Like, for example, I'm sure they'll have like your basic like email apps, but let's say, you have Outlook for corporate or whatever. But what about, I use Spark, you use Spark. Can I use Spark on this new phone? Is it Android based? Like they did say you can download apps, but is it specific apps? Because for people that have third party email stuff, or even like, we know Mac doesn't play well with others. What if you just use Mail with your iPhone? Can you use that with the communicator? Because
yeah.
Mac might just say, Apple might say, no, you're not using Mail.
Well,
Like,
it's Android based, so you're pretty much guaranteed to not. I mean, obviously, iMessage is going to be cut off, and that's going to kill this thing, right?
yeah, you're going to be a green bubble.
Yeah,
Everybody hates the green bubbles.
yeah, that's not going to work. Even I don't think I can handle that.
Being a green bubble, I was a green bubble for a while. And what's funny is I was single with a green bubble and it mattered for whatever reason. And I was like, this is so silly.
As soon as he switched back to iPhone, he got him a girl.
Yeah. But it's just, it's silly how much people, like, I guess it's specifically in the US, but it matters if you're a blue bubble or a green bubble. Even after you can have read receipts and everything now. Like I'm blanking on what they opened up for Apple, but you can send high quality text messages with videos and everything now.
Yeah, with the
But it still
RCS, there's
matters.
really not a lot of
Yeah.
different other than the color of the bubble, but people still care, right?
Yeah, RCS. Thanks.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, you're
small
probably right.
hate message, but the new AirPods 3 don't stay in my ears very well, so I feel like I'm being annoying on video and pushing them back.
No, you're fine. I that's why I'm not wearing mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no hate here. I hate that. I hate the new AirPods 3. They don't sound as good, and it's probably because they don't fit as good. I've been using my twos most of the time.
I gave my twos away.
Yeah, I still been using my twos. I went snowboarding, as you know, like last weekend, and I put some headphones, took some headphones with me, took the twos, but I was scared. I was scared to lose the twos, but also I knew that if I took the threes, they would just fall out, and and I would definitely lose those. And white AirPods in the white snow, Oh
Yeah.
well, I didn't lose anything though. Thank goodness.
I am excited about the Clicks keyboard though. And I think that is something, I mean, I pre-ordered it. $79 for pre-order. So I was like, definitely doing that. I think it'll bring back the BlackBerry nostalgia, I guess, but I never had a BlackBerry. I think its Bluetooth keyboard in like a text format is really what's selling me, not so much that it's physical buttons.
Yeah, I get it. What was that phone that you had? You had it was some kind of Windows phone. It had the slide out keyboard. Remember?
I think it was called like the Windows Slide or Tilt. It was the Tilt.
Tilt. That's right.
Yeah, it was cool. I had the Tilt 2.
You still have it? No, you broke it.
I broke it, and then it was back in the day where you could just order a new screen for cheap because screens weren't that expensive, and I replaced it. I opened the phone up, connected it, replaced it, and it worked fine. I had that, and then I also had the little Nokia brick. And the Nokia brick, it doesn't matter what you do, it's probably still in our parents' basement working today.
Yeah. The BlackBerry I had was it's like the really little one, but it had the little ball you could roll. And it was, yeah. Anyways, nostalgia. All right. So that's pretty much it for phones. Lots of foldable stuff, Clicks communicator. But the Clicks keyboard, I may get me one too. I kind of thought about getting the case that you can get slides in, but it doesn't have the cool Bluetooth stuff and you can't take it on and off. So I probably won't, but I might get the one you're talking about. Just see how that goes.
Yeah. And the case makes your phone kind of long, which I guess isn't that big a deal. But not even to mention, when you use the keyboard, you get that real estate back on your screen.
Yeah, you get the whole screen,
which is cool. Yeah,
I like the idea of using the keyboard, and with the magnet one, you can use keyboard in landscape. So like you can have your phone this way, and then use the keyboard.
I feel like there's an old like Motorola that used to do that. Like it slide up and
like turns into a T. Yeah.
Yeah. We're basically just making old phones out of our new phones.
That's what they're doing. Even the foldables, that some of them flip like an old flip phone.
Hey, did you see? I would have to pull it up on my screen to see the name of it. But did you see that little? I'm about to bring up AI. That little AI assistant that sits at your desk. It's like an anime assistant, and it's like a hologram. Did you see that?
I think so. I don't know.
Just a
Maybe
buddy.
Not.
Let's see.
Just a little AI buddy, like a little clippy on your desk.
Yeah.
Physical.
Well, it's like it kind of looks like a little hologram in a tube, and it'll like look at you and ask you about your day or whatever, and then you talk to it. I'm like, man, we're it's by Razer. Razer put it's by Razer. Like I have a Razer mouse and keyboard. But yeah, I guess it just is your little buddy as you're gaming and stuff, and you can change. They have like different avatars for it, and it's just like a little hologram in a tube.
Yeah, I feel like so. I kind of feel like AI is getting to the point where, I mean, it definitely keeps doing cool stuff, but it's kind of like plateauing a bit. And we've moved from what new cool things can AI do for us to, I just need a friend. Yeah, cool. You can do a bunch of math for me, but I really just need somebody to talk to.
But that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Especially like the, like Grok now, you can like have an AI girlfriend and all this stuff. And it's just like, man, that's the world we live in.
Speaking of AI buddies, the most hilarious thing at the show that I saw was the LG robot guy. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see him.
I forget what it's called, but it's like supposed to be like basically your home robot, right? The Cloyd, LG Cloyd, that's what it's called. So it's supposed to be able to fold laundry, load your dishwasher, make meals for you and stuff. And it's coming. It's not a prototype. It's like, this is a thing. This is what we're going to do. But the guy there was a video of like the guy that worked in the booth or whatever. He was trying to get it to fold laundry and it just could not do it. and he would just change the subject. Just it's like, watch as Cloyd folds your towel. And it was just towels. Like all they had to do, it's not like a shirt or pants or whatever. It was just a towel. All I had to do is take a rectangle, make a tiny rectangle out of it. Take a big rectangle, small rectangle, and it just could not do it. So I just don't see any of this stuff working. And like some of my favorite videos on TikTok and stuff where people get these robots and try to get them to do things like load the dishwasher, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, hot take, but I think them trying to make robots in human form to use like our appliances is making it so much more difficult. Like if they made a robot that was just like, your goal is to fold laundry, it could probably be less expensive. It doesn't have to have arms and legs and stuff like that. It's like, hey, it's small. It's like the size of a desk. You throw your laundry on, it comes out. Like imagine like, it's like them trying to make a robot to replace your washing machine that's going to wash your clothes on like a
it's like board. A washboard.
Yeah, like a washboard. Like, cool, your robot can wash your clothes on a washboard. It takes it 10 hours.
Right.
It's like, no, we invented a washing machine and its sole purpose is to wash clothes. I feel like right now we're just trying to make like iRobot real. And like, I get it, it's cool, but I would much rather have like a family of robots doing things around the house that they're meant to do. Like, I have a robot vacuum and it vacuums and mops my house. It doesn't take my dishes out of the dishwasher.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm with you. I think I would much rather have a bunch of little robot things doing things, not necessarily like one AI that knows how to do everything. I would also like, and maybe this is just because I've I've been acquiring these devices and things for so long now. I also just kind of want it to continue to look like the old thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
tired of like all these little like a lamp that can turn itself on and off, but it's got to be a speaker, or you know what I mean, or like the vacuum now has to have like a screen on it. I just it makes everything in your house look like some weird tech thing.
Yeah.
Why can't we? I feel like there's a place for maybe a dryer that looks like a dryer, maybe slightly bigger with an attachment that can then fold the clothes when they're done drying. Okay, but it still looks like a dryer and it looks like it belongs in your laundry room. Instead, we get a dryer and then a robot that walks in there and then tries to unload it and like falls down and it's just yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of going the wrong direction in some ways with some of this stuff.
Yeah, and it's the same with like, I love my Tesla, and that's also maybe a hot take, but they didn't make a driver that was a robot to drive a normal car. They made a car that could drive. Like, imagine they're like, "Hey, self-driving is here. You just get this AI driver. It's a robot. He comes in. He lets you into the car." I mean, that's
Yeah,
cool, but it would just be like, "Hey, they're trying to make another you." Where no, they made a car that has like 17 cameras and all this stuff that a human can't do. Like, if they wanted to fold laundry effectively, like, I feel like that you could make a robot with like 8 arms or something that can like take a bunch of different corners and then fold it up. But no. But luckily for you, they did make a really cool fridge at CES, so it looks like a fridge.
yeah. You just got to scan everything in as you get.
They're not trying to make it scan for you. They were like, you know what? Michael wants to scan.
Yeah,
He wants to do the work.
right, right. Now I'm gonna have to go buy a robot to scan stuff to go into my robo
Yeah.
fridge.
But
Hey, okay,
speaking of appliances,
I'm all in though. Hold on, I'm all in if they make a robot that looks like George Foreman that grills burgers,
yeah.
and then it's like George Foreman Grill 2.0.
I mean, I think they could, or just like they can put a screen on a George Foreman grill and it just has his face on it.
Yeah, he's just talking to you like,
Yeah, telling you like, hey, your meat's at 140. If you wanted medium
hey,
rare, you're getting lower.
oh, they actually could probably do that fairly easily. Just get George Foreman to record a few. I don't know if he's still alive. He's probably alive, right? But just get him to record a few things to train the AI, train the vocals, and then just use it to like your girl talks to you. It's like, hey, meat's done. It just sounds it just sounds like George Foreman.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah, patent that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can patent some other guy's voice to.
I mean, you don't even actually need George Foreman. You can just take clips of him talking and then AI has enough, I'm sure,
That's
to do
true.
it. You know what? I'm going to program my Amazon to do it. I can't say Amazon's name or she'll start
But
lighting
yeah,
up. I know her anyway.
we probably already lit everybody's up. If anybody listens, there's lit up a couple times now, right?
Yeah. Uh, they did make a really cool robot. Who made that robot? Roborock. Did you see it? It's got legs and can climb stairs.
I didn't see that one.
I do think it's the Roborock Z70. And I do think that has something to it because right now I have my main robot vacuum that is really good at mops and vacuums and is a little bougie. It's downstairs, but I have a small upstairs that I put my old robot vacuum in upstairs. So I feel like if you had one that could climb stairs, you only need one.
Yep, that's true. If you had
I
a
mean, I
vacuum
don't
that could
know.
climb stairs,
It's like it like rolls, like it's got like little legs that roll up and it just like can climb up.
is it a
And then,
vacuum?
yeah, it's a vacuum. I was gonna say, I didn't see it come downstairs. It can only go
It
up.
can only go up.
Well, it vacuums your first floor, then it goes upstairs. Then when you get home, you gotta go get it.
It's really heavy too because it's got all those like gears to make it climb stairs.
Yeah, I wonder how heavy it is. I
I'd
actually
see.
have a Roborock, so that's cool.
There you go. So, I mean, we went from like Boston Dynamics robots that were like we were blown away that these robots could do what they do, right? And we still are. They had a robot up there at CES too that could do like a handstand and stuff, which was very cool. But we went from that being so amazing to now every robot can do the things that, and for probably a fraction of the cost it took all the R&D for the Boston Dynamics one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's normal though, right? Like somebody figures it out, and then somebody else just reverse engineers it and makes it for cheaper.
Yeah,
It's the figuring out that's the hard part. Speaking of, you'll love this, and I don't know if you saw, but Pebble is back.
I did see
The
that.
Pebble watch. I used to have a Pebble, and you used to have one too, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to switch, but
No.
it's cool because I think I don't remember what the battery life is, but the battery life used to be like I want to say like 2 weeks, which was unheard of for a smartwatch back then.
Yeah, they had the ink screen or whatever. It looked cool too. I guess maybe they're still going with that. But yeah, I had when they released the one that had color. That's the one I got.
Yeah, I think I had the same thing.
I always
The
liked it.
Pebble, the Pebble Time 2, 30 days in the charge, that's nice.
It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And
There's
they
not
also
much
came
that
out
gets
with a
that
ring.
far. A Pebble ring?
Yeah. Let's see what the battery life. I mean, this is the only reason you get one of these for the battery life, right? Unless you just want to be like look like really like you're from the 80s or something.
Or if you're just an old Pebble nerd, right?
Get this. The new Pebble Index Smart Ring promises a battery life of 2 years.
Wait, I did see that one because that's the one that you don't even recharge it or anything. You just
buy it.
they just assume you're going to buy a new one.
That's crazy. What does it do? What does the ring do?
Everybody's doing it. Everybody. That's another thing. Humanoid robots and rings. Everybody's doing a ring now.
But I can't imagine a ring with 2 years battery life doing much. Record your thoughts with the microphone. Never needs charging. Okay.
So it actually doesn't do like health stuff. It's just like a voice memo ring.
I'm trying to look on Pebble. They're not advertising it that hard. It's only $75. No subscription. Customizable and open source. So somebody will probably invent something. But yeah, it says Pebble Index 1. External memory for your brain. So I guess you just like, hey, I'm thinking of this. Like maybe it'd be good for like riders or something.
Yeah. So just like make a note of I need to buy more fish at the market or something. Does it do reminders?
But also, I mean, maybe there's like an app or something that goes with it, or I don't know. Like for me, I use TickTick. Also, not a sponsor, TickTick.
Unless they want to be.
Yeah, unless they want to be. But I have it customized to my my action button. So like if I need something, I just press my action button. So like I don't know what a Pebble ring would do for me.
Yeah, I mean I'm the same. I've tried different things on my action button. One of the new, not sponsored, but Todoist has a pretty cool new feature you can tie to your action button called Ramble, which is basically like AI, but you just talk for however long you want to talk and it figures out what things you need done. It may be the same thing as what TickTick does, but you just say, oh, well, today I got to go to the store and buy this, that, and the other, and then I got to do this, that, and it just tries to figure out what tasks come out of that. It's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Anyways, yeah. So
do we want to stay on the appliance action? Because I do have one more appliance in my notes.
Sure.
Did you see the knife that vibrates so you can cut through things really easy?
I did not see the vibrating knife.
Yeah, so it's Ultrasonics C200. So it vibrates 30,000 times a second. And they like should it cut through things, and you don't even have to put pressure on the knife. It just cuts. And I thought, I just thought that was pretty cool. Like, I don't know if you have to sharpen it or anything.
I mean, that's cool, but how often have you had trouble cutting through things?
What about like a potato?
It's not that you just get a sharp knife and just.
Sweet potato.
Well, now sweet potato. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Those are hard.
Sweet
The only
potatoes are
thing,
harder than normal potatoes. I don't know what you're talking about. When's the last time you chopped up a sweet potato? It is hard.
yeah, that's true. I don't do a lot of chopping of sweet potatoes. I like to buy my sweet potatoes out of a can. Thank you very much.
Those are yams.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess. No, I did cut my hand one time on trying to open an avocado, so maybe this would help.
Or it'd make it so much worse. It
People
just
are,
vibrated and just cutting through your hand.
you miss or you accidentally, and instead of just a little small nick, you just lose a finger.
It's a bone saw almost.
Hey, serial killers may need this.
Yeah, who's buying this knife? Serial killers.
I just don't. I mean, I get it. It is cool, but I just don't see. There's a very few things I feel like I would need a knife that vibrates at 30,000 RPMs or whatever.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. You're 83 years old, and you just want to a green tomato, fry it, put some salt on it, but you have arthritis in your hand.
Are
I
we
don't know
talking
how
about
heavy this knife is, but
yeah. Are we talking about me being 83? Because 40 years from now, we're definitely going to have a robot that can finally cut through something for me.
I'm talking about you're 83 right now, and you just really want to cut a tomato, but it just hurts too much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair. And who buys this for you? Your grandchild or something? It's like, Grandpa, look what I got
Yeah.
you. It's a
Well,
vibrating knife.
You've been complaining about when your kids don't visit you, and so you got to cut tomatoes by yourself, and you just don't have the energy to do it. So that
Yeah, I got
your
you.
grandchildren get it for you.
Yeah. It's like, here, Grandpa, now I don't have to come over anymore and it'll help you cut your sweet potatoes.
But here's one thing I hate. It's another thing to charge, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bring back batteries on some things.
Like
Like,
regular
if you
batteries.
give me a buzzing knife, I didn't want a battery. Like, replaceable batteries.
Right. I'll tell you, I mean, when we have so you can do like rechargeable Xbox controllers and stuff. I refuse because there's nothing. It's kind of like, no, this is an argument you and I can have. It's kind of like having an electric car. It runs out of juice, you got to charge it. If your gas powered thing runs out of juice, you just fill it up. It takes about 5 minutes.
That's true.
So I don't know. My Xbox, I just want to swap the batteries. Most things in life, I wish I could swap the batteries. If I could turn my camera around, like if I was using the phone like you, I would show you the swath of cables of things just strewn about everywhere because I have to charge stuff.
Yeah. I only recently switched to a wireless mouse because it was a Christmas gift. So I get it.
Yeah. Speaking of brutal, the Magic Mouse. Have you ever had one of these? Charge. This is so stupid.
Zeta has one. They're terrible. You can't use them and charge them. And then have you seen the external like cases and stuff that people put them in so they can charge and use them, and it just makes like the
No.
mouse like bigger? And I'm like, Apple.
And how long has it been? And people have been complaining, and Apple's just like, no, this is it. This is what we use.
It's perfect ergonomics for your small hand. Maybe if I was from like Scary Movie 2, it'd be perfect for my hand. But it doesn't even like, I don't know, it's so uncomfortable. Like this thing, not sponsored, but Logitech.
Unless you want
This
to be.
thing's nice. Yeah. But see, you can plug it in and still use it.
Yeah, that's what you need. I mean, Apple's not an idiot because I use this too. It's just like a trackpad, right? And it's got the plug. It's right there. They're not stupid. Yeah. They know. So why don't they do it on the mouse? I don't know.
They just don't want to redesign it. It's selling. It comes with all their stuff. They've got a whole warehouse full. It's not worth it. Plus, like, I feel like most people just use their MacBook, and most people are probably just using their MacBook, like generic trackpad that comes with it, to be honest.
That's true. I do use that a lot.
Yeah. I use my Mac Mini so much now, but I like being behind a nice monitor, keyboard, and mouse.
I need to get a new monitor. I'm tired of this monitor. I want one of those like wraps around, like around my face. Yeah,
It's
that's what I
48
want.
inches. That's nice. I
Yeah.
have I have my my Arc browser, not sponsored, but we could be. Arc browser split into three right now, and it's very nice.
Cool. I can't even get my monitor to work right now. It's just sitting here like unused. I'm looking at my laptop screen. I plugged it in and it just said, no, not working. Anyways, all right. Speaking of monitors, what about gaming? There's gaming shows up at CES sometimes. There's a few new things. One thing that peaked is not really gaming, I guess, but it sort of is because it's made kind of for gaming that I think you would be interested in is the ROG X Real R1 glasses.
Mhm.
Did you see those?
I actually
Basically,
didn't see those.
you can. It's basically just a pair of glasses that are kind of like gaming, but they're virtual reality or whatever. So you can have like a 171-inch virtual screen to play your games on with a 240 refresh rate.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I'm looking at them now. Oh, and
yeah.
they're actually not that ginormous.
No, they look fairly normal.
I mean, normal. They still
Right.
look cyberpunky, but yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be wearing them like out on the streets all that much. I wouldn't imagine because they're kind of gaming oriented.
What's the battery life on these things?
I don't know. That's a good question.
It displays a 171-inch display. Wait, yeah, 171-inch display. That's big.
That's like basically playing your games on a movie theater.
Yeah,
It's 1080p though, so
but it
I don't
is
know if that
ultra high
matters.
refresh rate, which is what you care about when you're gaming.
But higher refresh rate than any of my TVs or monitors, I think.
Not really. 240 hertz refresh rate. That is crazy for a virtual screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd be interested in trying those out. You don't need a new monitor, Michael. You just need a next. We'll just be podcasting, and you'll be
Yeah,
cyberpunk in it.
yeah. There you go.
And I think that is another thing. We'll go back for a second. The clicks keyboard. They showed it like them using it with like Apple Vision Pro because
Yeah.
with like Apple Vision Pro you're like typing in thin air and it just doesn't feel good. But you can use your little Bluetooth keyboard.
That's a good idea.
So another reason why I think the clicks keyboard is going to be awesome.
Yeah. What about the speaking of gaming, did you see the ROG G1000 desktop that they showed? It's like it's got like an RTX 5090 and got like these holographic lights inside the case and all this stuff, like floating inside the PC case.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. I think, have you heard that the next generation of GPUs are going to just be tailored towards AI and not for like the consumer use, and they're going to be like really expensive?
Yes, I have heard that. Like NVIDIA ones, especially. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I wonder how that's going to impact gaming, but we've also kind of hit a peak graphic quality that doesn't really matter anymore. Like we don't need necessarily better graphics than we got.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. If you look at like the games that even we play or people are playing, it's like nobody cares about the graphics. They care about the content more, which is fine with me because half the games people play, I mean, all the kids are playing Fortnite and like Roblox and stuff, and that's not graphics at all.
No, it's trash. So I mean, I think it's probably fine, but there are people who are probably upset about it. Um, I don't know. I just want to make a note of a couple little gaming things. I think to me this desktop that they're pushing here is like, why does it even exist? Or it's just probably just like an attention grabbing thing. But also, it's kind
Yeah.
of cool. It is kind of cool, but I just don't see.
I mean, the holographics, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, that is cool. Like,
It is very
that's a
cool,
cool setup for like any gaming spot. And the thing about gamers is they will pay, right? So,
and they want to look cool, especially if you're
yeah,
like a streamer or something. And you want to have it like behind you or whatever, to show off. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not a streamer. I've never really been a streamer, but I could see. some people want to do this.
Oh, I mean, I would have it. I have a custom built PC. I haven't upgraded it since 2020, but it's in a case that's a pyramid because I want it to look cool.
Yeah. So I mean, PC gamers, they will pay big bucks for the graphics cards, and they'll pay big bucks to make sure it's unique and cool looking. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. Do what you got to do.
No, I think for sure, like gaming is just one of those things that you'll always have those hardcore PC gamers, and I used to be one until I like PlayStation 5 and Xbox. They just kind of got to like the same level, and even now, like I think that you'll see like the next Xbox will probably just be like something to play cloud off of or something because it's just going to be a PC, especially with like Steam releasing their console too. Everything's just going to be a PC from Xbox from now on. I think Microsoft sort of gave up on console war. So you'll either have like a PC, an Xbox, or you'll have a PS5, or you'll have both, like me.
Yeah, some people have the big bucks. So just rub it in everybody's face.
Yeah, a
It's okay.
PS5 and a PC.
I think that's actually more common than anything. PS5 and PC.
Well, Xbox doesn't really even have exclusives anymore. Only
Nah,
PS5,
there's no point.
PlayStation.
I admit I jumped on the wrong boat. My boat's headed for the waterfall. Yours is all heading off into the land of the golden opportunities.
Yeah. Well,
It's fine.
I mean, they didn't release anything at CES.
No, I mean, CS isn't really a gaming thing. I just noted a couple little, and the glasses. That's not even technically a gaming thing. It's more of a wearable, which wearables. We need to talk about wearables because that's
They're
I would
everywhere.
say I would say that's like 60% of what was at CES. And that's where a lot of cool stuff is uh is entering the fray, right? You had a pair of smart glasses. Speaking of, do you still have them? Do
I
you still
do.
use them? What were yours that you had?
So I have the Meta, not the newest ones with the display, but the I guess generation 2, I think. So I do have the Meta glasses. And I will say I'm not the biggest fan of Meta. I got nothing against them, but they make some good AI powered glasses. The one thing is I wish it was a little agnostic and the AI assistant you use because you have to use Meta. It's not that I don't like Meta's AI assistant, it's that I don't use it for anything else. Like I use Gemini and I use Chat and I even use Perplexity. Like we both use Perplexity, but I just don't use Meta. So it's like I have it in my glasses doesn't really help me because it's not something I use outside I have my glasses. But I think what they did make, I don't know if this was their intent, but they made a really good pair of like a really good GoPro. It was like a good video
Yeah,
recorder for a first person view. And that's what a lot of people, I think, buy them for. And they are like the new versions have the little screen, which I think is good. I had a pair, it was one of like the first pair of AI glasses that came out. Who made those? But it had a screen and it was only a screen, but it was like an e-ink display. I don't know why I can't think of them. Probably because I hated them.
yeah.
I'll think of
Well,
them in a second.
so there's a couple pairs of glasses of note that I wrote down. Um, Obviously, we already talked about the X Real, the gaming ones. They're like gaming focused glasses, but there's also this one was kind of shocked me a little bit. The Rain Air 4 Pros, and I hate the names of all this stuff, but um, they're the world's first HDR10 smart glasses. So they got a screen. So they're 1080p, 1200 nits. They got Bang& Olufsen audio, and they're only $299. Like they're $300. I
Do they
mean,
have a camera?
yeah, I think
So
so.
I'm wondering like if that's where they're saving money.
Maybe not. Maybe it's just display only.
The one weird one out of the blue that kind of caught me off guard for wearable tech was, did you see the pickle glasses?
Full glasses,
Yeah.
maybe.
They're it's wearable glasses, but they're supposed to be like the lightest. And the thing that Pickle was doing, and I didn't pull it up, so it's just the thing I wrote in my notes. But the thing that Pickle is doing is they're more like, instead of asking AI, like, hey, what do I do this? Or can you do this for me? It's suggesting ways it can help you, is what it's like. From what it sees around you, it's like, I'm stealing this because Marcus Browning said it, or on his podcast he said it. So don't come after us. We're small. But
It's over.
like
We've been shut down. The lawyers are coming.
like, you get off the plane and it's like, would you like me to get you a ride share? But like, you don't ask it for help. It's like, hey, I see you got off the plane, your hands have luggage in it. Would you like me to get you a ride share to come pick you up? You can be like, no, or yes, or whatever. And it does that for you. And so it's more of a, if it sees, like, if the Pickle glasses see like something it can help you with, it tries to help you instead of just waiting for you to ask it for help, which I think is cool. But I do think there's been
Is it talking to you the whole time, or is it displaying it?
I think it displays it. Let me look it up. But I don't know why it's called the Pickle glasses, but because everybody's in the pickleball right now.
Lord, I hope that's not why.
Pickle AR glasses. It's called, they're calling it a soul computer. Computer for your soul.
Yeah. This computer takes your soul.
It's only $8.99. It does have a camera and a display, so it does display something, but it also has audio. So maybe both, or maybe you just pick what you want. And it's running Pickle OS.
Pickle OS, huh? I can definitely appreciate somebody makes their own OS. They usually suck, but
at least they're trying. So, okay, I'm on the site now. So it shows somebody playing guitar, and it's showing them the sheet music and the tabs, like, as they're playing. So that's cool. Well, what I stole from Marcus Browning is on their website. So can I get a ride share from you? That's from Pickle's website.
So Marcus stole it first.
He probably gave him credit. I don't know. And then this person's looking in their fridge, and it said, are you low on groceries? Do you want me to place an order? And it says, like, I guess what they're low from. So you don't need that smart fridge. It said, that's about all they're showing. And then, let's see. And it's also showing things like that you might forget. Like, this person's throwing away a bunny, and it says, no, that's Tanya's favorite toy. Don't throw it away. I mean, that's kind of creepy, actually.
That is pretty creepy.
But
is this the point where we're going to get the stats about the people we're looking at? You know, it's like I'm looking, it's like, oh, this guy's name is blah, blah, blah.
His intelligence is 17.
You met him at the bar on 22nd Street. He told you that he was doing this, that, and the other. I mean, that's what we need, right? I mean, that's cool.
Oh, and this last thing on Pickle OS, but this is so different. Actually, this is cool if they can pull it off. But this person's making cookies, and they're going to decorate the cookies, and it's like holographically showing the design so you can trace.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think you can do that with Meta glasses too.
Yeah, I like the guitar thing too, because it's like, if let's say you're performing and you forget something, and you just like, no, never mind, it's right there. Or if you forget the lyrics and you're a vocalist, you're like, they're right here. But you don't know I'm looking at it.
I mean, if you look at these glasses, you would know.
Yeah, well, that does bring up another point, though. Speaking of like the way things look, a lot of these glasses, Meta for one, are starting to look not that odd. And I'm looking now at like these X-Real Project Aura Android XR glasses. And I really think Apple really screwed the pooch on this, because they went ahead and went with this whole giant VR thing. And I think they could have just waited another couple of years and figured this out like everybody else is doing. Because these look just, I mean, they obviously look like smart glasses because they got cameras on the outside and all this stuff, but they don't look that crazy. And they're still doing like pass-through AR through the displays. And it's just, I feel like smart glasses, like I mentioned earlier about whatever it was I was talking about, where I said we're like on the cusp of like turning over and becoming more mainstream. Oh, foldable phones. I feel like we're there. We're getting there with these glasses too, because they're getting smaller, thinner, lighter, and we're getting actually AR, which is what people want. I don't want to just talk to an AI to my glasses. If I want to do that, I use my phone, right? I want visual feedback. I want to be like RoboCop and get all the
Yeah.
stuff on the screen, or Terminator, you know?
I think AR is definitely more usable, and it is what we want, right? Like, even my favorite game on, I have a pair of Meta Quests. I mean, I don't know if it's probably not the newest version, but my favorite game on there was an AR zombie game where zombies were coming through your actual windows. It's
Yeah.
not, I don't want to be fully immersed. I want things that happen in what I see. So I think AR is pretty cool. And it is where we're going for sure. And I think, like, Meta, they keep saying it, and I think this is probably in one of their commercials or something, but a big thing for the Meta glasses is like, hey, if I want to take a picture of something or a video of something, I just have to do this instead of taking out my phone, saying cheese and doing all this stuff. Like, if I'm out on a hike or something and I see something cool, I'm done. Like, I can enjoy what I'm doing more.
Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to, like I said, I just got back from a snowboarding trip. I had a GoPro on top of my helmet the whole time.
Yeah.
It would have
You
been
look like a
cool if like
doofus.
I did look like a doofus, and people were always like, "Oh, what are you recording, dude?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what are you recording?" You know, because snowboarders are all bros.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if like my snowboarding goggles just had a little camera in them, and I could just be like, "Okay, start recording." You know,
I'm sure they make that.
they probably do, but
The
I didn't have it.
I think the best glasses to fake you out. So Meta does, they have a Ray-Ban it's like Meta Clear or something. And you would think because it's clear, it wouldn't fake people out, but it really looks like just a normal pair of glasses. And I think it's because it's clear, you're like, oh, there's no tech in there. But it's like, it looks clear, but it still has the tech hidden, and it's pretty, like, those are ones that would fake you out for sure.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, speaking of wearables, I do want to talk about a couple more like fitness wearables, because we both do fitness wearable stuff. There's more to outside of CES. There's probably things we could talk about for hours on various fitness wearable stuff. So we won't go into details on what we use or what we have now, because we can save that for another episode. But there's a few things. I think the wearables are, and I'll include I'll include the Withings scale. That was a big hit at the show. I'll talk about that too in this group. But I think we're moving from just like give me like track my heart rate and give me like a big dump of all my heart rates, to we're moving from that to help diagnose when I'm about to have a heart attack. You know, because like we're getting to the point where they're it's not only capturing the data, but it's making that data useful. And that's what I think we've all been waiting for this. Like, yeah, we've been capturing the data, but nobody's really been able to use it. But now like the apps are getting better. Like, I know I don't really use my Aura ring anymore, but it was getting to the point where it was doing that kind of stuff, where it was predicting when I was getting sick, and it was pretty accurate too. You know, Apple Watch, there's apps. Apple themselves aren't really doing all that much. I mean, they got some pretty cool built-in features, but there are apps on the Apple Watch in the Apple ecosystem that use the data from the Apple Watch to do similar stuff. Garmin's doing it. Everybody's kind of starting to do it. But yeah, so there's a few devices that were at
Yeah.
CES that I think were worthy of talking about in that vein.
I think I'm trying not to talk about Whoop or anything, but yeah, it does. Like, my smart devices will say, like, hey, you're not feeling well. You're obviously not feeling well. But I think the coolest smart device that I saw, and I'm trying to find the name of it right now, but did you see that triage kit where, like, it's like if you go somewhere where there's like a disaster or something and there's a lot of injured people, right now they do like some sort of like paper thing where they're like, hey, this person needs to be triaged first and this person needs to be taken care of like first, second, third, whatever. But now there's like these little smart wearable devices that they put on people that measures like their blood pressure, their heart rate, things that are going on. And it'll say like, you need to treat this person now, you need to treat this person now, and it like gives them a number and stuff based on like who needs to be treated when to save the most lives. And I think that's
Yeah,
really cool.
I did see that. Yeah, that is really. I could see that being super useful in a bunch of different scenarios. I mean, you can think of it in combat or like disaster zones, and or just in hospitals in general. When if it's like a really busy, like
Yeah. Imagine going to a hospital and they just like stick a thing to your chest and like, well, we'll come to you when AI tells us to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a little nerve wracking to think about trusting AI in that sense, but I think that's one of the most useful things because AI right now, as we have it, the thing it is best at is taking a buttload of data and like processing it and making
Mm.
sense out of patterns in it and stuff like that. So that's what it's most useful at doing. So for something like that, to me, makes a lot of sense. Or, this is kind of unusual, but like colonoscopies, I noticed that they've been training, like I say AI, but a lot of it's machine learning, right? Where you just get a
Hmm.
whole bunch of data and you can process it and find patterns and things. Well, they're doing that with colonoscopies. Like the camera will notice things, like the computer will notice things because it's seen hundreds of people's buttholes, So it's like, or hundreds
Leave
of
it,
thousands of buttholes.
leave it to the older brothers to start bringing up colonoscopies on the podcast.
Hey, hey, I'm only like 5 years away. I gotta get worried about this. I'm waiting for the little camera pill that you can swallow and it just does it all for you.
I mean, that'd be nice. Or some nanobots. Whatever happened to nanobots? Like, weren't they supposed to be like the
I
biggest
don't
thing ever?
know. Yeah, they were in all the movies.
Yeah. I need some nanobots to come fix all my woes. Like, just swallow a pill and then the nanobots will do everything.
Yeah.
There was like, and I don't know, like, I saw this in CES and maybe it's like a new advancement or something, but I've been seeing it a lot in like China and stuff. I mean, I haven't been to China, but I've been seeing a lot of like videos about China, like the exoskeletons. Did
Mm-hmm.
you see any of those? Like
Yeah.
the like help you go up and down stairs, or just like if you're working or something, take some of the load off your knees and whatnot. Like that's huge for like anybody doing like construction work or the elderly or something, like letting them take pressure off like their joints and whatnot. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't see any of that at CES, but I have seen a lot of that on like TikToks and stuff where they're showing off some of
The
that stuff. But like,
exoskeletons.
yeah, like lifting heavy boxes and stuff that you normally couldn't lift, stuff like that.
Yeah, there was let's see, exoskeleton by Ascentiz. I'm not going to try to be bad at spelling on our podcast or try to be bad at reading on our podcast, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, they made one and it's like to help people climb stairs and stuff.
I mean, that would be super helpful for like people who are like have like muscle dystrophy or whatever, muscular disorders and things like that. I mean, see, that's the kind of stuff that's like actually helpful in life, not just something that, you know,
That we don't need.
that we don't need, like a refrigerator that
But scan
scans your
that
food,
it doesn't. Yeah, you have to scan it, but it has a
like a
scanner. It has
refrigerator
a
that
bar.
asks you to scan your food for it.
Yeah. Well, we did already talk about Pebble. I mean, were there more like traditional wearables, like watches, rings? I mean, I know we said
Yeah.
like everybody had rings, but I didn't see like a lot of new things that were.
The only thing that I saw that's new ish, and I think a lot of people are trying to get to this point, but the Ring-Con Gen 3 does blood pressure tracking, supposedly. And I know a lot of people have been trying to get to the point where they're tracking blood pressure with wearables. And there's a lot of devices that are kind of starting to get to that point. But it does the blood pressure tracking. It's got a 13-day battery life, which is pretty good. It's like twice the size, twice the time, the length of my Aura Ring that I got.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'm like, okay, traditional blood pressure tracking is a cuff, like all the way up here on your arm, right? Okay, so we know that's been working for a long time. Okay, so maybe I could see it on the watch, possibly if with the right kind of strap, maybe it would be pretty accurate and you could do it. But how in the world are you getting your blood pressure readings from your finger on a ring?
Especially like,
Man,
I feel like I don't have the best circulation in my fingers. Like, what if you have like low circulation on your fingers? You're probably not getting accurate readings either.
your extremities are definitely like where you get the least amount of circulation most of the time.
Yeah,
So
I will say Whoop does it every morning when you wake up, but it doesn't squeeze or anything, but it's pretty accurate.
have you
But
tested it against like a cuff?
mhm, it's pretty accurate actually. And then like my dentist uses like a cuff one, like an actual blood pressure monitor
Like
that
around your
goes around.
wrist?
Yeah, it goes around your wrist. But they make you like pull your wrist up to your heart when they're doing it.
Interesting. I wonder if the ring things like put it up here.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I just I struggle to figure out the usefulness of some of the stuff. I'm a Withings guy. As this will be a good transition, but I use the Withings blood pressure cuff. It's pretty helpful. It's pretty handy. It's got a decent battery. It's rechargeable, but it's got a decent battery. It lasts like a month without recharging it. And you just put it on there, push a button, and it takes like a bunch of readings and averages them and stuff. I find it pretty useful.
And it also automatically logs it too, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, which is a nice thing. And that's why like I have a Withing scale. Do you have a Withing scale?
I do. I've got the body scan 1 right now.
Does that have handles?
It's got the handles, yeah.
Hmm. I don't know what I have, but it's a Withing scale and I get on it and it automatically logs it, which is my top thing because I don't want to get up in the morning, step on a scale, type it in my phone or whatever else. I just like to automatically log. But I don't know how accurate the body fat thing is.
It's low. It always runs low, I think. At least it does for me. But I've got the body scan 1 now. The body scan 1, it's got the handles. And so supposedly it can tell like body fat, upper body versus lower body because it's reading
Hmm.
like through your hands and your feet.
Yeah.
I don't really trust the actual number for body fat all that much, but I trust the trend because like
Yeah.
if I use it all the time, maybe it says I'm at 18 or whatever. But I probably, I feel like I may be higher than that body fat. But if I'm 18 and it moves to like 22
You
versus
gain.
18 and moves
Yeah.
to 14, I know that it's moving in the same direction. So the number doesn't
That
really
makes
matter
sense.
to me. Um, I'm not like in a weightlifting competition or something, or where I need to be 3% body fat. I would like to know how I'm trending.
Yeah,
So
for
I do
sure.
I do think it's pretty accurate for that. I just think it's probably not very accurate for an actual number. But the body scan 2 is supposedly going to have more stuff, right?
Accuracy.
I don't know if it's more accuracy. It's just more data, more junk it takes readings on. Like it measures now your arterial stiffness, which I guess is a function of blood flow, and your metabolic efficiency, which I guess that's when you eat stuff. Do you process it? I don't know.
How's it do that?
I have no idea. I didn't get that. I didn't go that deep into it, but
It knows if your fingers are burning calories.
I guess. It's like a medical device. I don't know if they got FDA approval for this thing, so I don't know if you can really
Probably
trust it.
not.
But my thing is, does knowing your metabolic efficiency and arterial stiffness actually do anything for you? Is it going to change your habits? Like my arteries are really stiff. I'm going to stop smoking or whatever. Maybe,
I
but
mean, maybe it could get somebody to go get on some medication to help. But yeah, I mean, it's not.
go to a doctor, maybe.
Yeah. He just put it on and it says, go to a doctor.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. You know what? Okay. So I don't know how much else you want to talk about, but I do have something that's kind of starting to annoy me. You mentioned my fitness pal earlier. This has nothing to do with CES, by the way. This is just something,
Some
an
ranting.
observation. Yeah, an observation I'm making. Use my fitness pal. I've used various different tracking apps. I know you've used Chronometer in the past, and I've used that one too. It bothers me that they're all kind of doing the same thing, and they're all equally kind of good. And now there's also just a bunch of apps, and like Aura Ring's trying to do it. I think Apple's going to try to do it here. I don't know. Peak Watch, which is like a way of making your Apple Watch more like a Garmin, has added
Hmm.
it. But there, all these apps are like, hey, I also want you to log your food in me, and I want you to just take a picture. Don't worry about it. Just take a picture of it, and we'll figure it out. Or you could punch it in. But I'm the kind of guy that, and it's maybe just a me problem, but I'm the kind of guy that, like, if I open an app and I see like a thing, it's like, oh, you need to log your breakfast, but I've already logged it over here. But I really need to fill the box in this app. It's like
They don't talk to each other because usually MyFitnessPal, at least the best part about MyFitnessPal is it integrates with like everything.
some of them do. Some of them will just read the Apple Health and
Yeah.
whatever. But like one of the Aura Ring, not the reason I quit using Aura Ring, but one of the reasons that was getting annoying me every day. It's like they wanted you to log your meals, but they would refuse to read from Apple Health. I was like, I'm missing this data point in my Aura like service. Sure, I want them to know that so that they can help me out. But I'm not going to go logging it twice. And your function just wants me to take a picture, and you're not actually going to track macros or anything. You just want me to take a picture and send it to you, so you can tell
Well, that's
me.
because they want the data so they can train their models.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. All like everybody wants this data now, and I just want one place to like. And that's what Apple Health has actually been very good about that for a long time, of being like a repository for all this stuff. But it's these apps are like, no, it's not good enough. And like, so Peak Watch is one that I've been trying out here recently. It's fairly new to me, and they read the like the macros and the calories from Apple Health, which is good. But they also want to do this thing where like they kind of log in your journal, like what helps your sleep and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they want to know like the specific foods you're eating, and that would be helpful. But you don't get that. I guess you don't get that from Apple Health, or they're not reading it from Apple Health. So it's
Yeah, I don't know if it goes into like food specific. So Whoop does get direct access to Chronometer or MyFitnessPal. So it does know the exact stuff. And I feel like that's easy. Like, why doesn't Oura Ring do that? I have no idea. Like, just read from stuff, apps that people are already using. Because I've used Chronometer and I recently just started using MyFitnessPal because of their AI stuff, but because they can do the meal planning and stuff for you and send it to your grocery list and everything else. That's why I started using MyFitnessPal recently. But yeah, Whoop just reads straight from that, and it'll also like allow you to upload things. So like you can get blood tests through Whoop, which is cool. But you can also, if I went and got them through my doctor, I can just upload my blood test to Whoop, and Whoop just
yeah.
calculates the data.
See, that's another thing that's annoying about Aura, that you can get a blood test through Aura, but they won't accept like anybody else's. It's like, no, it's got to be ours. You got to go pay and get ours done. It's like, okay, but
Yeah, it's
my
annoying.
doctor does it every year for me.
Yeah, just
So,
take my doctors.
I mean, it's my doctor. I trust that he's doing it, and you should too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the idea. I like the idea of it, but yeah, it's just kind of annoying that everybody wants to do it. Speaking of, did you see the ChatGPT and Claude stuff with the health coming out? Like they all
Mm.
both announced it during CES. Not really CES related, but they announced it like during CES, that they're going to try to link up to your Apple Health app and pull that data in, so that if you need to ask it a health question, it has your actual health data.
Well, that's really cool.
That is really cool, except for you're also trusting them with all that data. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
they
put,
want the data.
they're not going to use it to train their models and stuff, of course, but you know.
No, they definitely are for sure. Because like I use ChatGPT Teams for one of my businesses, and we have to get it because it's the only way to get the ChatGPT not to use your data to train their models. So yeah, everybody just wants data, and then they want to like sell you something with that data for sure, or have like the better AI model because they've used it to train everything. There's a reason like you can use all these AI models for free at some extent.
Yeah. I do. I have, for whatever reason, maybe I've just been conned, but I do trust Claude a little bit more with the data, because they do have a pretty good privacy policy or whatever, and an opt out thing. But I still don't know that I would trust them with all my health data. Not that it really matters, but
The only other thing I have in my notes from CES that we did not discuss was Lego Smart Bricks. Did you see Lego Smart
I
Bricks
did see the Lego Smart Bricks.
where they know where they are, like as you're building?
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
I
I
saw
think
I I saw a TikTok of somebody was like, "What I think of my Legos after seeing Lego Smart Bricks," and it's just them kicking them over.
stupid dumb
Yeah,
Legos. Why are there so many dumb Legos around here? I need the smart Legos. No, I mean, obviously I've got a 6-year-old, so I imagine we will at some point be interested in these smart bricks, but I don't know. It seems a little gimmicky to me, but it's also kind of cool. I mean,
I think it's like in their kits, right? I think like I'm looking at they're gonna have Star Wars kits and Super Mario sets and stuff like that, where you're trying to build something like big, and I think the bricks knowing where they are and stuff will help like instruct and build. Like, hey, you put me in the wrong spot or something like that.
yeah. And also they've got don't they like play sounds like if you put Emperor Palpatine on his throne, he like plays the Imperial March for Star Wars or something like that because it knows.
Yeah, I think so. But do they all have speakers, or it's just like certain ones have speakers?
I don't know. I think it
I
may
didn't
just be
deep dive
certain ones.
research. I just saw it and I thought it was pretty
I know
cool.
they also have microphones, but they're not microphones that record things. They're microphones that just hear when noise happens. Some of them have that.
There's
So
probably, I imagine, like if you get a kit, there's probably like certain ones that have like a little speaker on them or something like that.
yeah, I mean, and in my world, construction equipment, there's the Caterpillar AI now. I don't know if you noticed that.
No,
Now we now have construction equipment that can talk to you and run AI and say, you know,
like I mean,
do you need maintenance? Yeah,
yeah,
sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you would use it for.
it's just what it is it's like signaling me like, what was that train that could talk? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like you got
Thomas?
Bob, yeah, Thomas the train. You got like Thomas the train. He's like, hey, I need some maintenance. Or you got like Bob the builder, and all the machines are like talking to you. You got a hammer, and it's like, don't hit that nail too hard. You missed that nail by an inch.
Yeah, I do have one more thing on my list here.
Hit me.
Solid state batteries. Did you
Yeah, why
see
we
the
don't have more
motorcycle?
of them? I saw the
There's
motorcycle.
yeah,
Well,
it's going to be cool. Like 10 minutes to charge, and then I don't know how.
cell
I mean,
phones, solid state
yeah,
batteries in cell phones. Doesn't I'd have to look this up, but didn't OnePlus or somebody put a solid state battery in a cell phone and it's got like crazy battery life?
yeah, I think so. I don't know, but I feel like if they could do solid state batteries at scale, maybe something bigger than a motorcycle, then that would be the probably the biggest competitor to gas car. I mean, that would be like the gas car killer, right? Because
Yeah.
it's fast charging and longer range, whatever. I mean, I assume at some point this is going to hit mainstream if they can get it figured out. Obviously, this Donut Lab people figured it out for a motorcycle, but
Yeah. And also, like, it looks like saying like you can use them. Like, I have, like, you have solar to like power the battery with solar and stuff and charge it. And it'll last longer for your home and stuff. Yeah. I mean, solid state batteries are cool for sure.
yeah. Anyways, we should have ended on Lego bricks. That's all. Say batteries boring. I like Lego bricks better.
Lego bricks, solid state batteries. Yeah, those are really cool batteries.
Back to all right. We'll use AI to make this podcast flip those two solid state batteries, then Lego bricks. Lego bricks are much more exciting than
Yeah, Lego
solid
bricks are
state batteries.
cool. You got Star Wars and Mario and I don't
Sonic.
know, Legos,
Yeah.
Legoland. I mean, we're not saying we're the most exciting people on the internet. We're not Theo Vaughn.
No, we are definitely the most excited people on the internet.
We're somebody who likes to, sit down, crack open a cold beverage of their choice, and listen to something nice when they go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. You know what this nice beverage of my choice is? This is
Orange juice.
No, this is my magnesium so that I can sleep better at night, says
Nice.
the 40-year-old old man of this podcast. Yeah. Anyways. Cool. So this is if
Podcast one.
you're podcast one, yeah. We did an intro podcast that we didn't ever release. So or I don't know what that was. Maybe it was supposed to be a YouTube video.
I think what I didn't like was we were trying too hard
We definitely tried too hard.
on that one for sure.
Maybe one day we'll get behind the scenes and let it roll. But for now, this one feels a lot more natural. This would be more likely what a podcast would be. This will be video podcasts. Also, I assume we'll release it for audio purposes. We're going to try, at least for now, we're going to try Riverside FM so they can get us some cool snippets.
That'd be
Post
nice.
some stuff on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff too. Sometimes we're funny, most of the time we're not. So don't bank on it. If you laughed at this episode, I don't know why, because we didn't say anything really all that funny. But one day we'll be funny, I promise.
We'll have our moments. Maybe, if we talk about wearable tech and stuff, we'll have more of an opinion. I feel like this was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're right. That's cool. Yeah. Gripe. AI. Gripe.
Yeah, that's true. We did a lot of complaining. We didn't do a lot of disagreeing either. So disagreements are more fun than just both of us being like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. I tried not to play too much on. I think if we talk cars, we'll have some disagreeing.
Yeah,
there.
that's gonna be some disagreeing there for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, anyways, if you're hearing this and you're amongst the first, go check out our YouTube. There's a nice video about the Cybertruck. Or as of right now, there may be more videos about the time you hear this. We have a TikTok. What else?
And if you do go to the YouTube and watch the Cybertruck video, I know it should have been in landscape. You can bully me all you want, but it looks real nice on TikTok. Not so good on YouTube.
Yeah. So maybe just go to TikTok, watch it.
But next one will be in landscape.
Okie dokie. Well, it's this magnesium's kicking in. Getting
It's
sleepy.
late o'clock.
It's late o'clock here for me.
All right.
We will.
It's been.
Yeah, we'll catch up next time. We'll find something else to talk about. I don't know how often we're going to do this. I'd say at least once a month, at minimum.
For sure.
We'll have one once a month, and then stuff in between too. So.
All right. I'm Matt. This is Kelso Tech Pros. I'll see you in the next one.
Is that
what's your
slogan?
Outro?
Wait, is that your slogan?
That's what I said on the last video. I'm Matt. This is Kelso Tech Pros. I'll see you in the next one.
Isn't that what Marquez says?
Is it?
Don't be a straight copy. All right, I'll come up. See, I'm Michael. This is Kelso Tech Pros. I'll see you on the next one.
Nice.